So speaking on, obviously we're here for crypto. Speaking on the Bitcoin and Ethereum or lack thereof, Evan, we're focused on altcoins on Around the Charts, Magic Money Monday, right? Talking earlier, you had mentioned something about the total three. Tell me what the total three is, because I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to know what it is. And tell me why it's important to pay attention to as it relates to trading some of these altcoins.
Yeah, so the total three is the total market cap of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So essentially all the altcoins. It does include stable coins, I believe, but that is one that does look, I'd say, a little concerning to say the least. And let me get it up right here. And this is
look at you. Look at what you had on there. I caught you looking at Pepe.
All right. Always keeping an eye on potential shorts, but you do have the blood diamond right here. And that's the first time it's happened. A blood diamond on a high time frame like this on Market Cypher A is something to be, at the minimum, at least a little bit concerned about, because, you know, if you take kind of our target out of this, it is, I guess you could argue, somewhat of a true reverse head and shoulders here. Typically those break upward, but I think with the blood diamond and with what you're seeing in Market Cypher B, money flow generally coming out, also a trigger wave to the downside. The last time we had this was where I circled it back here. This was your Black Swan event of 2020. You came down
on a 2-week time frame?
Yeah.
2-week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the 2-week. Yeah. Your technical, I don't know if it's going to be this catastrophic. I hope it isn't. I don't think it will be. But
I don't know. The 6 hour has a bullish divergence on total.
You do have a technical target over here at about 190 right there. So that's kind of the macro. However, as you mentioned, the short term, very short term for Bitcoin and Ethereum does look somewhat bullish to potentially come up. Yeah, 6 hour, some things like there. You could also look at Bitcoin as well here. If you do form kind of a reverse head and shoulders here, you could come up to 29 before this kind of looks different. You also have the money flow coming over here on the 5 hour, also a money flow crossover. Well, it was a money flow crossover NATO. Now we're dipping back into the red, but I do think there's potentially some upside potential in the short term, but on the macro, not looking too good on total three. The other thing, the last thing I want to show you about total three is look at the comparison here to how far we are currently above the 2019 high for this. This was for Bitcoin. If you look at this, it was around 15, 14K. We didn't even come close to it. So it would make sense if Bitcoin dominance continues to rise here. It's the last thing I'll show you. If Bitcoin dominance continues to rise here, it would make sense for Bitcoin to outperform the vast majority of alts and do something to top out. This is where you buy alts, I think. Do something where you top out over here, get a red dot at this area, split RSIs, looking for the next red dot. That could be when you break out of this parallel channel, similar to what we saw after the 2019 run up. See, after we started to come down in 2019, you had that last leg up for Bitcoin dominance into September. So we could see something similar here. I don't know if you're going to get up to 58%, but I think you could get that up to at least 54, 55 potentially.
So Evan, you're saying that this could possibly result in a move for alts to the upside. Is that what you're saying?
Downside on total three.
Oh,
downside.
okay. You said you could make a move on alts. You're talking about.
So if Bitcoin dominance goes, it gets a little confused. So if Bitcoin dominance goes up, that means alts they could go up, but that means at minimum they're going to bleed against Bitcoin. So I think the alts will bleed against Bitcoin. I think we'll see similarly to what we saw in 2019 after July, after the rally, where everything comes down, but the Bitcoin dominance rises. Bitcoin comes down a lot less than the majority of alts. That's what it looks like right now. But the opportunity to get into alts based on that would be probably in a few months. It looks like some potentially August.